Diaz. I think we all remember how we entered high school, whether it was here at San Juan or at another school. Freshmen, looking up to seniors, and longing for the day we would don our red robes. Now here we are, June 2004. Seniors, being looked up to by freshmen, taking our finals and preparing to clothe ourselves in the red robes we so dreamed for. After 4 years of laughing, crying, and coexisting with one another, our time together draws to an end. We are all going different ways, and although some of our paths may cross, we are all taking different routes. I hope that wherever your paths lead, they lead you to your dreams and ambitions. I'm confident that we will not forget the memories that we've made here at San Juan, and we will always remember the teachers who have had a great impact on us and left us plenty of good memories. Ms. Twilla, with her unique way of teaching, laughing, and dressing, and accepting our teasing comments. Ms. Kukul, and her aversion to pizza during class and unfailing good humor. Mr. Bierson, with his kooky sense of humor, wonderful organization skills, and pink bow tie. Ms. Defoe and her love of grammar that hard as we tried, we could never comprehend. And we will never forget the jokes, the pranks, the hall decorating, calling Mike urinal, and Darb Brad. I mean Brad Darb. So take the memories that you've acquired and look back on them fondly. Welcome to the real world, class of 2004. We made it. High school is over.
Hey, my name is Brigitte Schick. When I first came to San Juan, it was late October of my sophomore year. My father had just retired from 20 years of service in the Air Force, and this was my first exposure to civilian life. Through growing up in the military atmosphere, you learn that friends come and go very quickly. After a while, it became natural to prevent myself from forming any close relationships with temporary friends. That all changed when I came to San Juan. San Juan was in many ways different than any school I'd ever been to. It was significantly different in that students were very friendly and welcoming. The first person I met here was Laura Diaz. Through her warm personality, she made me feel very welcome, and we became good friends. These next three people provided me with memories that will last a lifetime. In Miss Maupin's Spanish class, Ken, Brad, and Alex kept me entertained. Although I haven't known anyone here since kindergarten, in the past 2 years, each one of you has left a unique and special impression on my life. Although we have all come from different backgrounds, we still managed to come together and make up the best group of seniors I could ask to share the stage with at graduation. Before we depart to go our ways, I will ask of you a special favor. We all have dreams and aspirations for our lives. Wherever our journeys take us, remember that limits exist only in our minds. Each one of us here is capable of achieving great things. Most importantly, never take for granted this beautiful nation in which we are blessed to live in. It is a priceless and selfless gift given to us by extraordinary individuals who took the initiative to first better themselves and then to better the nation that we live in. Aristotle said that the roots of education is bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Let us better ourselves in all aspects and take the world on head-on as we take the reins to lead this nation. And the next time you see a man or woman in uniform, whisper a little thank you for their dedication and sacrifice. Thank you, class of 2004. Reach for the stars.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm Kenneth Poirer. This is my sheet. All right. Graduation is here, and all I can think about is all the great memories that we have with our friends. Throughout high school, we've changed friends. 1 year, maybe you're best friends. The next, you act like complete strangers. But still, we've had great times at San Juan High. This makes it that much easier for me to say goodbye to Pauli, knowing that all the great memories that we've had at San Juan will be cherished and, transferred out throughout high school into your jobs you can remember on past times. Some of my favorite times are when Jose said every single weekend that he was dying. Every Monday, he would come in with a new story about how he almost died the weekend before. Another one of my favorites is Brad riding on the top of cars at 65 miles per hour. crazy kid, and then the San Juan man leaders. All these times bring back good memories and make it that much easier for me to say goodbye. These memories live on throughout high school, and I just want to say congratulations, fellow Spartans. We made it.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Alright. My name is Yuriy Bates. I was going to start my speech by telling you all a little about myself. I went to 4 different high schools, from Encina, Casa, Bella Vista, and San Juan. I have to say San Juan would probably be my favorite just because I've learned so much from San Juan, like responsibility, making friends, and just a lot of things that I never learned from the other schools. I learned that some people, they say they're someone, but they're not. A lot of people are fake, but you can learn to realize that, and you realize who people really are eventually. Yeah, I've made some very close friends in San Juan that I never made from Casa or Encina or Bella Vista. The friends I have now, I hope I stay friends with the rest of my life, unlike friends I've made in other places. I'd have to say the most memorable year of my high school was my senior year because, like, I don't know, a lot of new things happened, a lot of new experiences, a lot of fun things, a lot of bad things, but you learn a lot from it, a lot of consequences and a lot of things. I don't know. Oh, San Juan also has very good teachers. They give you hard things, but a lot of them push you and they want you to do good and they want you to try hard. And they really push you to do good, and so you have to try, even though they say it's not a very good academic school. And that's how I'm going to say bye. Goodbye, and ride it till the wheels fall off, because we only live once.
Whenever you're ready, Lydia.
Did I say my name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Lydia Bates. Okay. In my 4 years of high school, my one at San Juan has been the most memorable. Some memories have been good, and some have been not so good. From not quite making it to Sweethearts Ball to taking 10th out of 27 teams in LA. The experiences I've had here at San Juan have helped me make me the person I am today. When I look back to the beginning of the year, I would have never guessed things would turn out the way they did. But in a way, I'm glad things turned out the way they did because I found out who my real friends were, and when it came down to it, who would stand by me. I realized real friends are few and far between. When I think about saying goodbye, those are the people I'm going to miss the most. Also, when I think about saying goodbye, I think high school is over. It's the end. And in a way, I'm sad, but also relieved. Because I have all the things that come after high school to look forward. So, goodbye, San Juan.
Wait, I have to readjust the camera up. There we go.
Brad Savage.
All right, are we ready? Is it rolling?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right, my name's Brad Dorsett, and the year's over, and we're done with high school completely. We're never gonna come back here, and that's pretty sad. I don't want to say goodbye to any of you all because you guys are all my friends and everything, and I've stayed with you guys for 4 years, and it's pretty crazy. I've enjoyed every minute of it. College is going to be a scary thing, and I'll see a lot of you later, but not all of you, and that sucks. But high school at San Juan has been awesome. I've had people since the beginning, like I've known Poirer and Ken and Laura. We've had many interesting conversations and everything, and when I played sports with like Nate's, that was awesome. Baseball was fun and everything, and just getting to know you all was a blast. And I don't know, if I had to redo it, I'd do it over in a heartbeat. And I wouldn't have rather went through any of this without you guys. Yeah, and I love you all, seriously, and I want to stay in contact with all of you over the summer. I know that's not going to happen. But anyways, and many things have changed and everything. Mike's got cut his hair and fell down a few times. And it was awesome. But anyways, so, and the teachers that we've had have made a giant impact on us also. Like Beerson, I had him junior year too. That was fun and interesting and everything. And I learned a lot actually, which was surprising, and I did enjoy it. And Miss Whitmore, that was fun, and she's like my family. You guys are all family to me. It is awesome. But anyway, so I don't want to say goodbye, but I know I'm going to. So you guys, good luck to all of you. I know you guys are all going to be successful, and I love you all.
Okay, my name is Jennifer Norris.
Speak up, Jennifer.
Louder, we can't hear you back here.
Okay. So my name is Jennifer Norris. And I said, when I first came to San Juan, I didn't really know what to expect. I'd heard all the rumors and the stories about San Juan and its bad reputation. Some of the teachers and parents that I knew, met, or saw during my middle school years would often frown and complain about it whenever the school was mentioned. Needless to say, when I first walked onto this campus, I was frightened. The fact that the senior class had decided to create little icons that can only be described as freshmen in a trash can and place them all over the campus was not very comforting. I spent my freshman year slightly paranoid over the idea that one minute I could be walking down the hallway, and the next minute I'd end up in a trash can. Also, freshman year was a time for me when I had to navigate the endless maze of hallways without being swallowed by the swarm of students. Freshman year also had amazing times as well. One particular detail that I remember was that by the end of the year, our concert band only had 7 students, and we still managed to pull off graduation. Sophomore year was less daunting. Sure, the classes were a little more difficult, but everything else was pretty nice. I had a second year of high school concert band in front of me, and I made a couple new friends. San Juan no longer seemed so horrible. I'd actually started to like this school. It's not like what most of those other people had said or thought. The environment was generally warm and friendly. My friends made my high school experience meaningful and fun. Despite our ups and downs, they still give my days some humor and purpose. I'll never forget that. We've grown close over the past 3 or 4 years, and to me, Erin and Usagi have become like an older brother and sister. I look up to them, Erin with this interesting sense of humor, and Usagi and her beautiful artwork. From those two, I learned the value of friendship, having gone through elementary and middle school without gaining any close friends. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have learned to lighten up and actually enjoy myself from time to time. I hope that our friendship will continue to grow and last our life, even when we go our separate ways. Junior year was by far the hardest. Remember all those AP classes and the SAT and the ACT and all those other honor classes? Personally, I had 2 AP, the rest were honors. I was always in my room, doing homework, leaving only to eat, use the restroom, go to school, or go to church. I've been told to get a life by several people, but those who told me this failed to realize that school is my life. I enjoy learning and I see the significance of it in my future plans. There were negative consequences, however, to my constant efforts to try and keep on top of things. I regret not having more time to spend with my friends and family, and also as pressures built due to approaching tests, and finals, and a ton of homework, I suffered a minor nervous breakdown. To describe it, well, it was like my brain was running the 100-meter dash in some kind of mental Olympics when it hit a wall. After a few days of rest, I recovered enough to return and do what I needed to do. Finally, the senior year arrived. Remember that frantic first month when we scrambled to finish college and grant applications, make that last-minute SAT deadline on December 6th, settle into our new classes and prepare for the school year all at once? It was hectic for some. It was for me. At that time, I knew, though, I had to achieve some kind of balance between schoolwork and free time. I took only 1 of 3 AP classes this year. I've had teachers and fellow students ask me, why only 1 AP class when you're supposed to be in physics or English? My answer was always the same. I don't want to overburden myself and burn out this year. I I can't stress enough on how important it is to find a healthy balance between school and rest. The lesson I learned last year about my limits will allow me to pace myself in college and even life, where I can push my limits slowly, a little at a time. As I reflect over the past 4 years, recalling various classmates, some are here, others who have moved away, and even those who graduated early, I know that I'll never forget San Juan and the memories I've gained here. From the teachers who have touched my life to the students I've worked with, I won't forget them. And as for you, my fellow class of 2004, I can honestly say that all of you have the ability to exceed your own expectations. I hope that each one of you prospers in life and excels in all that you do. So go out there and show the world what you're made of. Congratulations, seniors, and good luck.
Hi, my name is Sergey Prikhodko. I got called throughout my high school years. I've been called Serge, Sergey, Sergio. Brigitte called me. And right now, I'm standing here saying goodbye to all of that. And I want to just say, congratulations, class of 2004. You made it. 4 years passed and you made it a long way. I'd like to share some of my experience I had in San Juan. And I would like to say one thing. I'll miss it very much. Well, when I first came in to San Juan, I lived in America for only 2 years. The whole high school thing was pretty much unfamiliar to me. I remember each and one of those people here, however back then I didn't even know their names. The most significant thing about my freshman year in San Juan, I remember having a metal shop, Mr. Hamilton. It was really fun. I mean, I learned so much about high school from that teacher. He just told me everything. I remember the first day in that class, I spotted a sign on the wall. It said, "Life is tough. It's tougher when you're stupid." I mean, from that point on, I knew I had to study hard in high school to achieve something in this life. But my sophomore year, it was pretty easy. I mean, easy classes, easy teachers. I mean, time when I knew where all the hallways were, getting no trouble to get to class, you know. Time of very fun rallies, you know. And my junior year, I think it will be in my memory forever. It was the year of debates with Harris, stories from Mr. Wharton. It was just fun. I mean, the teachers in San Juan are awesome. I mean, every one of them, every teacher I had, there was just like something about them that was cool. Well, my senior year, again, come here. All my friends graduated last year, and I had to make new friends, which I did. And I'm really glad I did. They were cool people. I really miss them. I mean, I used to think that 4 years is a long time. Well, it's not. 4 years have passed so fast that means it's awesome. There's so much stuff I'd like to share with you about San Juan, but it will take forever to tell everything I had in here. Well, right now, all I can say is just, I love you all, see you all. I just hope to see you all someday. Farewell. God bless you guys.
All right. Pat. Hey, but Nate, could you turn your hat around because it creates a shadow on your face?
Other side.
Yeah, that's better.
You want me to take it off?
Just take it off like that.
Wear it backwards. You look good.
Alright.
You are funny.
Okay, my name is Nate Snyder. These times are supposed to be the happiest times of our lives. Some people say it's time to grow up, stop being a kid. Time to step into the real world with bills, families, colleges, and a lot more responsibilities. It's time to stop wearing SpongeBob clothes, backpacks, stop wearing pink, and also time to have people stop telling people that have me tell, "Hey Nate, jersey's on backwards. Wear my clothes right." But for me, it's the complete opposite. I'm scared of growing up. I want to be a kid forever. These times are, right now, it's great. I'm scared of the real world. I don't know what to do now. After high school, or go on to college, or get a job, or
whatever, I'm scared of the world's gonna come crumbling on top of me. And I'm not gonna know what to do. And it's also a time of loss. A loss of friends, a loss of family. You go through high school, grow up with people, you don't realize that these 4 years, they become more than just friends. They become family. And when I came to San Juan, I didn't come here all 4 years. I came here at the end of last year. And I didn't like this school at all. I thought it was bad luck. Like, the week before I came here, my friend killed himself. And the week after I came here, my best friend died. So it's like, I felt that the school was just bad luck. And, but the kids here, they were nice. They supported me. They didn't even know me. They supported me. They were here for me. They talked to me. They listened to everything I had to say. Just everything. The friends that I made through this past year and a half, or whatever you want to say, they became family to me. I don't know what to say. We've been through good times, hard times, getting in trouble, but it's all fun. Just being with the people you love, the people you grow up with. You make choices in life, and the choices I've made with my family. And I just like to say thank you to the class 2004 for being here. And this may sound weird coming from me, but I'd also like to thank Mr. Beerson, just because he's never gave up on me. He's given me countless chances to keep going, always telling me to do my work. He never really gave up. He gave me extra chances to graduate. I know everybody's seen that book I have. He gave me another chance. So I just like to say thank you, Mr. Pearson, and we made it.
Rambo Phonvilai. Password used. What day was missed? Waking up early. From the past. Looking back now, realizing how fast it's gone by. I wouldn't have gone through high school without friends who was there and teachers who seemed to care. Now that graduation is near, most of us hope to stay in contact with the friends we have now. Getting nervous and excited as graduation near. Now it's time to say goodbye. I really don't say goodbye, but barely say hi or even talk. Despite that, I will miss y'all. So thank you for giving me a unique memory of high school. Good luck with your life and congratulations.
My name is Sara Bonnell. This is the second speech I wrote. My first speech was incredibly rude, incredibly vague, and it wasn't me at all. It was completely unlike me, and I couldn't believe it, so I had to sit down and write a different one. And instead of saying all the bad things that I thought, I'm going to say all of the good things, all of the wonderful things that have happened to me over these last 4 years. San Juan was the very first public and the very first co-ed school I've ever been to in my life. So when I walked into my freshman English class, it surprised me to see guys sitting in desks. And I found it extremely difficult to concentrate on my schoolwork, especially when there was a hot guy sitting in the desk next to mine. And all I could think about was hitting on him or how much I wish I was his girlfriend or something like that. And eventually I got over the surprise and came to the conclusion that boys and girls should not go to school together. All it does is bring drama, and I didn't want to deal with that. Of course, as you guys probably know by my most recent actions, I guess I don't feel that way anymore. As I stated earlier, when I started thinking about San Juan, I started automatically listing all of the bad things that had happened to me over these last 4 years, completely overlooking all of the wonderful memories that I've made here with my friends. And as a freshman, I was an introvert, and you could even go to call me withdrawn. I had just moved from preppy Oregon to here, and I didn't want to get to know anybody. I wanted to be left alone, and I was afraid that if I got too attached to people, then I would wind up here saying my goodbye speech and crying because I'm saying goodbye to everyone. Instead, it seems I attracted people to me anyway because I am quiet. Halfway through my sophomore year, I met someone who brought out the incredibly loud and obnoxious side of me, Aaron. And then, to counter the annoying gift he gave me, I met Jennifer, whom I later deemed as my younger sister. Throughout my years at San Juan, all of my friends here, not just those two, they have all been incredibly supportive of me. They've always listened to me. They've always nagged me and told me not to procrastinate, to do my homework, to do my projects, and to stand up for myself and not be so withdrawn. And I realize now, which is probably too late, that I really wish I had spent more time getting to know the rest of you. And it's sad that I didn't do that, and I will probably regret that later on. I would like to thank the teachers in San Juan, for they have not only been instructors for life, but they've also been friends and family to me. I would like to recognize Dave Seymour and Pamela Whitmarsh for many times helping me with college and scholarship applications and letters of recommendation. I'd like to thank Todd Harris for being a second father to me, always taking time out of his busy schedule and talking to me about things that I couldn't talk to my real father about. And of course, I'd like to thank Dr. B, the greatest drama teacher in the world, because he has helped me boost my self-confidence and my self-esteem. All of the teachers that I've had in San Juan have affected me in some way, and they've inspired me. And I'd like to thank them for spending their time teaching not only me, but the rest of us lessons we use for our future. And I'd like to thank you, the class of 2004. I did not get to spend as much time with this class as I would have liked to, and it's my own fault that I did that because, believe it or not, I'm more scared of everybody than what it seems like, and I was always afraid of what people would think of me. And I'd like to thank you guys all for being here anyway. There are some of you that I remember seeing you as freshmen, and here we are, we're seniors, and it's great to see how everybody has changed. We've grown up, we've cut our hair, we've changed our style, we've changed the way we talk, the way we act. And I just think it's so cool that I was able to take part in such interaction with people. Everybody here has their dreams, their goals that they'd like to accomplish, and they've probably had these for all of their life, and some of you probably just came up with these goals this year. But I'm sure most of you guys are working really hard to get where you want to be, and I find it an inspiration, and I plan to follow that step and do the same. By the time this year ends, which is this now, I can honestly say that I'm going to miss everybody here. I just want to thank you guys for being so cool, for being such an inspiration to me in my life. So again, I'd like to thank you. Congratulate the class of 2004. We've done it. We finally conquered high school. So let's go on and do something for ourselves.
Whenever you're ready, Alex.
Hello everybody, my name is Pauli. All I gotta say is just like, I can't believe that I'm about to graduate, especially for me, because I never thought I'd even make it to senior year. But I had a lot of good times here at San Juan. But when I first came here as a freshman, I didn't even want to go here. It was like, I thought this was a kind of a stupid school. But toward the end of my freshman year, I just figured, hey, I'm too lazy to go to another school and learn in the halls, so I just stayed here because I knew my way around. Sophomore year came and gone before I knew it was over. But my junior year was a good year because auto shop was opened up, but it was also my hardest year because Mr. Foe's English class, which again, most of you guys would agree with, it's not an easy class to have, especially if you're a guy. Then came my senior year, which in my mind has been my best year so far. I've done my best out of any other year my senior year. And I'm just happy that I stayed at San Juan because I've met a lot of interesting people that have kind of, had an impact on me. But in the end, we're all coming to the end of our high school career. And I'd just like to say good luck to all of you, and I hope you all succeed.
Whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Denisa Williams. 4 short years, yet filled with so much. I am glad that this day has finally come because I am ready to close this chapter of my life and begin my journey in building my foundation to the dreams I have made. I feel ready to conquer and excel in what lies ahead, thanks to some teachers like Mr. Smith and Mr. Pearson who have inspired me to do so. I will never forget cheer. I have met lifelong friends. In 4 years, our cheer family has been through so much. Waking up at 5 a.m. for morning summer practices, cheer camp, where we had crazy polka dots all over, paying for losing our spirit stick, or even breaking the rules in Disneyland and getting 10th out of 27 at nationals. I feel lucky to say I'm satisfied to leave knowing I had a wonderful time, and when I didn't, I learned from it, and it has made me into the girl that I am. Thanks to everyone that has left an imprint in my life. You know who you are. Thank you, Dan and Lydia, for the security of knowing you'll always be here for me, even if I will be 100 miles away. Hundreds of miles away. And I hope you all do what makes you happy. See you in 10 years.
Do I need to say my name?
Yes, please.
Anthony Spalding. As we get ready to graduate, I can hardly believe high school's over. We have all had classes we enjoyed and classes we have not. I know I have teachers that I will never forget. The teachers that have taught me that I needed to know for the future I choose to pursue. As we leave high school, some of us go on to work, college, military, and then other of us that are still undecided on what to do when we leave high school. Our time to go out and show the world what we are made of has come. Just think, only 47 years until we have retirement. Our class has been through some awful things, from 9/11, the war that has claimed so many lives. We will never forget where we were on that day. Terrorists came into our land. We have all been affected by the events that have followed. I hope that when the first reunion rolls around, we have gone on to bigger and better things, and that friendships will weather the storm of life. That we can come back in 10 years and be proud to say we were Spartans. Congratulations, you've made it.
My name is Lisa Yarborough, and this is a speech to hear grad, so I'm sorry to hear it again. I entered high school how I'm leaving it today. Totally unconcerned. Or at least that is the angst-ridden demeanor I've perfected over the past 4 years. The phrase, "it doesn't matter, it's just high school," has been my mantra. And my excitement about saying it doesn't matter, it was only high school, can barely be contained. As a freshman, I demonstrated my lack of concern for high school by pulling a barely passing 2.1 GPA. My excuse at the time had been something about having a 7-class course load, 6 of which were UC preparatory. But whom was I kidding? And whom am I kidding now? High school has been all I've had the past 4 years. Now, I'm gonna say something crazy. High school actually required me in order for it to exist. You see, if I wasn't there, high school would have withered and died without me. Okay, us, the 2004 graduating class. You see, you thought I was crazy, but I was just being obvious. High school would have withered and died without us. Isn't that cool? Let's expand on this idea. Over the course of the past 4 years, each of us has had some lasting effect on high school itself. Like the grave robbers in Dr. Frankenstein, we've pieced together our experience one limb at a time and created a monster. A beautiful monster that wears Anchor Blue and Adidas, and he knows how to use a cell phone to take a picture. And it's our monster, our own gentle beast whose heart beats to the tune of our alma mater. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, how much I love our class. Possibly, as we each receive our diploma today, we could deconstruct our monster. Do you know what that means? It's a literature word. But in actuality, we're simply setting our monster free. Goodbye, monster. This ceremony today is really just saying goodbye to him. Okay, everyone. Goodbye, monster. Of course, a proper goodbye cannot be said without saying thank you also. And so, high school, our monster, says thank you and goodbye. Without creating you, we never would have learned fractional permutations, for example. Do you think I'm being facetious? I'm not. Goodbye, monster. Goodbye, high school. Now that you're almost gone, I'm really beginning to miss you. But the time has approached where we must begin to create new monsters and love them, hopefully half as much as we have loved you.
Damn monster.
Yeah. Okay, you're being recorded.
I'm Luke Reneau, and for 4 years we've been at this school waiting to walk across that stage, accept our diploma, shake hands with the principal. And for all 4 years, they've gone by fast. We've had good times, bad times, met new people, seen some people we still didn't like since grade school. But it's hard to say goodbye because through all the times you shared your experiences with them and you met new teachers that you liked, some that you didn't like. And through the years, we've become to realize that we have to make decisions. And some of us still haven't made decisions on whether we're going to go to college, what we're going to do in our futures. And now we're getting ready to walk across that stage, and it's time to make decisions. And now people are still deciding. I've made my decision. I'm heading into the Navy. Got a few buddies that are too. But people are going to college, and now it's finally time for us to say goodbye to each other. And for some it's harder, for some it's easy. I know there's some people I've gone to school with ever since I was in elementary school, and to say goodbye to them seems almost like their family because I've been with them for so long, going through school. And for some teachers, you grow pretty close to them through the years, and now it's time to say goodbye. So the hardest thing to do with anything, regardless of it, is to say goodbye. And it's time to say goodbye to our school. Somewhere we've been for the past 4 years, some of us a year. It doesn't matter, but it's time to say goodbye. And for some people, like I said, it's going to be easy, but it's definitely not going to be easy for me. I've known this school for well over 10 years. All my brothers went here, my sister went here. Hardest person is probably going to be for me to say goodbye to is probably my coach. He's known me for 8 years, maybe longer. And now, even when he was announcing me at the football game, he started to cry. Yeah, people think that's kind of funny seeing Goldie cry, but it's true. He did. And now it's my turn to say goodbye to him and the rest of my teachers. And besides those who are already retired, and time for me to walk across the stage and accept my diploma and get on with my life. Now we're entering the real world. We're exiting, saying goodbye to what people call our adolescence. That's it.
Alright, I'm Patricia Yung. Graduation, time to say goodbye and good luck. These past 4 years have gone by too fast. We look back when we were freshmen and we see ourselves walking the halls thinking that we're hot stuff because we were at the top of the ladder in 8th grade. Soon we found out that life wasn't as easy when the seniors ruled and we were the ones getting picked on. Now we're here and we're seniors, but yet we still don't feel like we're on top because most of us know life just isn't that easy. Growing up has been easy for some people, but terribly hard for others. Some of us have had to grow up and become more responsible while still in school. We've had many seniors have babies, get terminal illnesses, kicked out of their homes, have close calls to death, and even become homeless. Our worlds will never be perfect, but to those of you in any of these categories, I commend you for all your hard work. It's not easy when you have a huge roadblock in your way in high school, but things happen and you just have to make the best of life situations. When I first came to San Juan, I didn't think I'd fit in because I came from another school. Everyone knows it's not easy being the new kid, but I was wrong in this case. This school has shown me what the meaning of friendship is, and it made my first day at high school a whole lot easier, and I made a lot of new friends. Even found out that one of my friends from junior high went here. I know this is a goodbye speech, but it's difficult when San Juan students and staff are your family in life. I came to San Juan from another school. I didn't think I knew anyone. Some of the few people that I met made me feel like family. Amber and Sarah, you two are an inspiration to friendships. I have learned that you must stick together no matter what. Hagen and Portia. I can remember freshman year, all of us sitting at lunch talking about Payless in the dollar store because we didn't care what others thought about us. And we were proud of it. You've taught me what to do, and despite the mockery from others. Last but certainly not least, Tasha French. I have known you since 7th grade, and there are too many memories to bring up. The best of all are the laughs that we had throughout the years. Thank you for all being so kind to me. Well, most of you didn't know that I was going to drop out of high school, work full-time, and probably do the same drugs and bad habits that I used to. The students and staff at this school have changed my life. I would not be here today if it were not for all of you. I would probably be running the streets or even be dead. That's why I just can't drop all the memories and say goodbye. So for now, I'll just have to say see you in 10. Thank you.
Say your name.
I guess, besides the second column, so I'll just go last. I'll let you go, so don't worry about it. I'll let you go before me, Chris.
Ready?
Yeah.
My name is Angel Tejeda. We made it. We are out of here. Class of 2004. Each whisper, each tick of the clock is a reminder of something you've gained while here at San Juan. Pay attention so when you hear them later in life, you will remember. When you hear a bell ring, remember our first day of school, back in August 2001. The coolness of the desk chilled our suntanned skin as we sat timidly in our seats, quietly absorbing the shrill sound of our first high school bell as it rang at 8 o'clock in the morning. We learned to problem solve quickly in those first days, some valuable skills. Don't forget this lesson, for it will take you far in life. When you hear a door slam, remember that first embarrassing time you tried to open a door on the left side only to be greeted by a chorus of students yelling, "Freshman," as you pulled frantically on an object that may as well have been cemented to the ground. Once out of the slow traffic, it took an entire passing period to merge back to the right side of the hall and into the correct lane of traffic. As humiliating as this moment has been, it taught us to do things right and not take shortcuts because they might be longer than the correct way. Well, anyways, congratulations, class of 2004.
See.
There no cards, no speech, no nothing?
Ready?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Okay, my name is Christopher Tipton, and this is my speech. It's hard to believe that we're graduating in only 2 days. 2 years ago, I came to this school to say hello to the class of 2004, and now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. I've met many great friends, teachers, and made many great memories at San Juan. I've been through good times and bad with the class of 2004, and now it's time to say goodbye. The hardest thing will be saying goodbye to all the great friends that I've made. The friends that saved my life before a dance, when I was laying in the gutter. The friends that would come over and hang out after work and drink brewskis by the pool ski. The friends that I cut school with and go to the lake, or go to Panda Express during fourth period for lunch. The friends who would jump behind me to save themselves from Big Black Dog when they turned out to be just a little black puppy. The friends that helped me with my relationships and let me copy their work when I didn't have my own den. The friends that would drive all the way down with me to Vallejo on senior cut day and ride 4 rides and buy a 6-inch sandwich for $10 because it was the cool thing to do. The friends I boxed in the back of the Nicolos' house because it was fun, and the friends that wore skirts to the rallies just to get a laugh. The friends who are like my brothers, and the friends who have always been there for me and will never let me down. I know I'll kick it with some of you after high school, but for the ones that I don't, I'll miss you all. But at this school, my friends are not the only people that I'll miss. At San Juan, there are many great teachers, crazy teachers, funny teachers, and teachers that sometimes just don't teach. There's teachers that like to explain the vocabulary with the phrases, bitches and hoes, bitches and hoes. Teachers that like to show home movies with their kids, playing with toys and talking about cracking a cold one with the gang after the adventure or something like that. Teachers that like to crack the whip on us literally. Teachers that you can cuss in front of and they don't even know what you're talking about. And teachers that can hear you cuss a mile away and make you write a 2-page essay in their class. Teachers that let you hand in work 3 months late and don't really care. And teachers that assign 15-page essays 1 week before graduation. These are the people who shaped our lives for the last 4 years. 2 for me. And I know that I'll remember them and miss them all. But the things that I'll miss the most about San Juan are the memories that we, the class of 2004, have made. The whole night at the football games, the lawn cheers at the rallies, telling the freshmen they suck, the dances, including bogus ball and all the rallies. The first day of school, being caught in the halls without a hall pass and having Ed escort you back to class. Baseball games, going to Red Robin during school and having the manager call to let the school know that we're cutting class. Basketball games, prom, doing nothing in student government all year. Playing Jenga in Mr. Brisson's class for 2 straight weeks. Watching fights at lunch and throwing food at the freshmen and much, much more. But now it's time to say goodbye to high school in the class of 2004. And it's time to say hello to the real world. I look at this as not an ending to fun times and funny times, but rather a beginning to more fun and funnier times. So goodbye, class of 2004, and hello to the new world.
Alright, I'm Justin Nicolos. Friends, acquaintances, people I don't know, people I don't like, and people that don't like me. I stand before you all as we are on the brink of graduating, or at least some of us anyway. My 4 years at San Juan have been some of the most memorable years of my life. I can remember getting out of 8th grade and telling my family there was no way in hell I was going to San Juan. I was terrified of the school. It was the last school I ever wanted to go to. Well, after not getting into CASA with all my friends, I ended up coming here. When I first came here, I knew close to no one. I'd gone to middle school with this Greg Bartley guy, but he was always cocky and arrogant, so I didn't really hang out with him. My only true friend coming here was the kid down the street who I'd known since like 6th grade. But at the time, he had hair longer than most of the girls at this school and was one of those punk rocker guys, so we didn't hang out a lot until he became more normal in the end of the year. Or at least as normal as Mike's guy can get. When I showed up at San Juan, I immediately met friends. Through soccer, I met Colin Ward, who is still one of my best friends and has always been and always will be like a brother to me. And I also met Reneau, who was just some kid I hung out with one day and never stopped hanging out with. I soon realized San Juan was nothing like I heard. The people were really cool, and just a few of the teachers even cared about you. As time went by, I liked San Juan more and more. I had a lot of good times with a lot of the students here that I'll never forget. I'd like to take a moment just to look back at some of those times. For anyone involved in anything I'm about to talk about, you already know who you are, so I don't have to say your names. Pumpkins on Hazel, 5 dozen on the whole city, Brewski by the Poolski, off-road in the Celebrity, surfing at 80 miles an hour on the Celebrity, stolen camera drama, chili fries and lemon in the garden, junior prank, Gary's tuck shop, crooked neck syndrome, and Rochambeau. These are just some of the many memorable events that happened to me in my stay at San Juan. If I were going to list them all, I'd probably be up here for hours, and you all would be bored to tears. Anyway, in parting, I'd like to congratulate everyone on making it out of high school. Things only get tougher from here, and I wish you all the best of luck in whatever you do. For those of you that didn't make it, well, sucks to be you. Have fun in another year of high school. I'm out of here and I'm off to go do something. I don't know what that something is yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. See you later, class of 2004. I'll see if we have a reunion someday.
Ready? Sure. My name is Juan Nelson. 4 years in this school and not much has changed. Now that we depart from our high school days and venture off into the real world, our lives are about to change for the better or for the worst. Whatever we may do, military, college, I hope that we look back on the friends that we made and realize what kind of an impact they have had on our lives. I realize now that if it were not for the friends I have today, I wouldn't be standing here giving this speech. I would be at home, probably doing drugs or whatever. I was homeschooled last year because of a medical problem that we never really could find a cure for. I ended up coming back, and I'm glad that I did. My aunt and my cousin came to stay with my family right around the time that I was being homeschooled, and they were both very heavily into smoking and doing drugs and whatever. Had I stayed, I can honestly say that I would be heavily into their habits that they're trying very hard to break today. I would not be leaving for military boot camp in November. I would not have as many friends as I have right now. And I'd like to say thank you for one of my friends enlisting me into the Navy. It's something I'm glad that I'm doing, and I'm glad that I don't have to wonder about what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my life. Anyway, senior class of 2004, we made it this far, and I hope that we all get the best out of the life that we can. And that we don't fear change, rather than we embrace it and welcome it into our lives. Everyone in this class has fought hard to get out of here, and we're about to do just that. Some of us might not walk with our class, but at least we gave it our all. To these people who aren't even going to graduate, I'd like to say thank you for staying around and making this year enjoyable. I'm horrible at ending speeches, so I'm just going to say peace out and see you all next year.
My name is Yuriy Silchuk. It's amazing to believe that something as brilliant as high school can pass by so quick. 4 years passed by in a flash. We all have changed during our time here, and hopefully for the better. We also had experiences that we will remember for the rest of our lives. At San Juan, I have met incredible people who have truly become lifelong friends. They're friends who will stick with you always and will help you out in any situation. I'm truly grateful that I got to meet people like that. Last week I was talking to somebody who wins this class that semester but graduated early. They said that even though they've only been out of school for a couple of months, they already miss it. And even though it seems incomprehensible to me right now, I too will miss San Juan. I'll miss all the people that I got to know. And I'll miss all the teachers who have greatly influenced my life. It's been a pleasure to have these kind of teachers because I've learned so much in San Juan. So I'd like to congratulate all of you. I wish you all the best. God bless. And goodbye.
I'm Robert Parks, speech.
Speak up, brother.
All right. Goodbye, friends and comrades, and farewell. As we leave here, we are faced
with a period of with a time of reflection on what we did here in high school. As most of us all remember the bad, but it is important to remember what made San Juan very special to all of us. Things such as Friday night football under the lights, rallies, and of course Mr. Beerson's jokes that make no sense at all. But it is with a heavy heart that I must go and leave all of you. As I head into the United States Navy, I am faced with many difficult decisions facing me. And I feel though that I will not be saddened because I have met many of the greatest people that I will probably ever meet. It's been a privilege to meet all of you during these 4 years. It's just been one real special trip. To some of you I will never see again. I hope you all the best, and I hope you do great in whatever line of work or college, whatever you choose to do. A few people that I'd like to thank. I'd like to thank Mr. Beerson, providing me with great teaching methods, everything like that. Jewel and Luke for being great friends to me. Tipton and Harris making me laugh, sitting next to me. So I just, like I said, I hope you all the best, and I hope you do great in whatever you do. Thank you. Goodbye.
Whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Jason, aka Herbert Coggins. Hey, see you guys. When I say that, it means I'm probably not going to see most of you again. Is that so bad? I mean, I never had real deep relationships with you. Never hung out a lot. But the people I did have deep relationships with, I'll try to keep in contact. I mean, for however long that lasts. When I first came to this school, I started out in football. And it was awesome, but it was pretty disappointing too, because we had 15 guys on our team, and I don't even think we won a game. Fun times at this school could probably be counted on my fingers, because it's school. I had to come. Well, at least for the first 3 years it was. But now that we're graduating, I almost miss this place. Because not how much fun it was, but because of the relationships I made with you guys and all my teachers. I'm not going to bore you with go into the future, this is a step into the future, setting sail or anything like that. But I'd like to say, if I meet you guys again, it'll probably be 7 years down the road in a supermarket, and the conversation will go like, hey, how's it going? Remember me from high school? Oh yeah, I remember you. And after the conversation, I'll turn around and forget your name. Goodbye.